I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's a site where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, read. It's going to help you find work more quickly. Plus, you can ask me questions through the site. Now, don't go. Hang in there with me. I've got a fun little hedge fund brain teaser. And this one I learned from John Kador, Kador, who's written the book called Acing the Brain Teaser Interview. Apparently, this is one that's asked at Microsoft. And the question goes, if you had to eliminate one of the 50 states, which one would you select? And then they ask you to give specific reasons why you chose the state that you did. Now, I want to start off with, there's no right answer. There are lots of different ways that you can approach this, but the idea is to come up with a logical explanation that doesn't make you sound like you want to be an assassin or mass murderer. So, for those of you in the South who hate Northerners, or you are insulting to people from a particular state for whatever the reason is, don't start talking about how you would really enjoy watching, and I'll pick New York as an example. New York just disappear from the map, or California just have all those people die in an earthquake. Not real smart. Think in terms of the style of how you answer. And I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can. And again, credits to the book here. So, John suggests, building up suspense by providing some logic. So obviously this is Microsoft. Skip Washington as a state, okay? Or if you're interviewing for a job in New Jersey, don't say, New Jersey isn't really valuable. Don't start off with the state that you're in order and eliminate that. You're going to annoy some people. But instead, he suggests discussing the logic behind the choice and think out loud. So don't start with the name of the state, but build some suspense by walking the interviewer through the logic and see where you end up. So, humor, some tongue-in-cheek remarks, it all works well. So he suggests, I don't want to be responsible for eliminating actual people. So I'd eliminate the political entity of a state by ceding it to Canada. Maybe a state that shares a border with it, like North Dakota or Vermont. Would I still be able to visit? So that becomes question number 1. That's the answer number 1, which involves ceding the state to Canada. You could do the same thing with Mexico. Would anyone miss New Mexico? Would the Mexicans be happy to have Mexico? New Mexico is part of Mexico. See where that one works. Another approach is calling for the elimination of a state by combining it with one of its neighbors. So maybe Connecticut could annex Rhode Island, or North and South Dakota could be combined to form the state of Dakota. And lastly, I'd eliminate Wyoming. And then you talk about how Wyoming is the least populous state in the country, but only if the people and natural attributes can be relocated to a theme park on the Las Vegas Strip. So that applies the tongue-in-cheek approach. Obviously, the first 2 are a little bit easier to work with, and you may not feel comfortable doing the Wyoming dance there, but there's no wrong answer. You may sit opposite someone who presents as completely humorless, and the idea is just walk them through the logic of your choice, and that will have you win the answer to that question. Hope you found this helpful, and I want to point out that if you're interested in one-on-one coaching from me, and that could involve critiquing your resume and or LinkedIn profile. It could be preparing you for interviews and helping you with interview coaching, maybe helping you with a salary negotiation. Email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. Obviously, I don't do this for free. So send me a message. I'd be very happy to help you. Hope you have a great day and take care.